And you are looking live inside Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium, inside the Seneca Falls Middle School in Seneca Falls, New York, or maybe I should say Bedford Falls, New York, where tonight the number 1 ranked Newark Reds in our Finger Lakes 1 Sports Power Rankings take on the number 2 ranked Mynderse Blue Devils. Friday night basketball on Finger Lakes 1. Jim Sinicropi here alongside Matt Verkey. And Verk, this is a big night in Seneca Falls, making our way to the gymnasium. The downtown was packed, all lit up for the It's a Wonderful Life weekend. Al Roker was in town earlier today, but the big race is tomorrow, and the festival lasts all weekend. Tonight it's about high school basketball. So we got one of the best games of the year right here.
Yeah, it's a great matchup. Two teams who we thought coming into the season were going to be at the top of the Finger Lakes East. And no reason not to believe that still. Newark starting out 0-2, playing a great schedule. Mynderse rolling early. Maybe not the greatest schedule, so kind of a little different philosophy there. Very interesting how this goes tonight because, right now it's tough to gauge what's going to happen here tonight. We got a couple really good big guys, some great guards. Both teams are going to go 7, 8, 9 deep tonight, I think. Newark, 6, 7, definitely. Mynderse has the ability to go 8, 9 deep. We'll see how that plays out. But should be a great game here tonight with a lot of little interesting matchups within this game.
And a packed house. Everybody turned out. A lot of folks traveled in from Newark, and really standing room only crowd here in Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium as you get a look at the two coaches tonight. Coach Ciotti on the left, Nick Ciotti for Mynderse, and Coach Bob Havrilla on the right of your screen. And, Havrilla, Coach, this is Ciotti's 3rd year. Havrilla quite a bit longer. But big sectional title for Coach Havrilla and his Reds last year, defeating Pal Mac in the Blue Cross Arena. Of course, Mynderse, not in the same classification last year, lost in the semifinals to Wellsville. But this year, they're both Class B. So not only are we going to see a battle for the Finger Lakes East, but this could be a potential sectional matchup down the road. Yeah,
it's a little wild this year in that, last year we had B1 and B2. This year there was, I think, only 17 schools, so they couldn't split it. So you're going to have a lot of, 6 Finger Lakes East teams, maybe 5, playing. There we go. We got 6 teams in there from the East. So that's going to, it's going to be a Finger Lakes East heavy bracket there.
And if you look at Mid-Lakes too, Verk, last year Newark's just barely snuck by Mid-Lakes in the first round on the way to that sectional title.
That's a good point. You never know. And it's really in years past you kind of look at Mynderse bracket and B2, you always think, oh, they got a good chance to win it. This year there's a lot of good teams in that bracket, and they're going to get a game. Everybody's going to get a game as far back as even the quarterfinals. You're going to be playing somebody that's pretty good.
Well, you talked about the matchups tonight. There's so many of them, but the marquee matchup is we're going to get a look at two of the best big men in all the Wayne Finger Lakes in Newark Junior Taylor Clements, I call him the Big Treat, and then Mynderse Senior Center Jake Mean.
Yeah, both different players. Clements coming in 6'7". He's got the height on Mean. Mean is probably a much better athlete. Kid jumps out of the gym, got a high motor. Both really good players, very skilled. Clements will step away from the basket. He can hit the 15, 16-footer. And, Mean is he's been averaging a double-double. He's got, 3, 4, 5 double-doubles this year. So that's a great matchup. The other matchup I like is at the, we got a couple hot shooters coming in. Brian Sharp's coming off 7 3-pointers against University Prep. Devin Anderson for Mynderse has been hot the last couple games. He had 5 threes in each of the last 2 games. So we'll see who stays hot between those two guys. Could be a big key tonight. Some of the other guys on Mynderse haven't been shooting the ball that great lately from 3. The 3 ball is a big part of their game, so we'll see how that goes tonight.
And they have a lot of options.
They do. Mynderse is very deep. Something that we've talked about on this show all year long. They got Quentin Battle coming off the bench. Great guard. They can go deep. They can go big if they have to. I'm interested to see when Newark comes in with their transfer, DeAndre Saunders. Right. Is Mynderse going to counter and go big? Could they bring in a Jake Robinson, a Hunter Host? So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
The other interesting thing with Newark is Mynderse almost has the same identity as last year. They lost Ben Kutfola, lone senior, obviously an impact player, but not the type of impact player that Newark lost in Jose Santel, who was really the identity of that Newark team last year. So they're asking Nate Beard to slide into that point guard role, but for Beard it might be different. He might not need to score as much as Santel scored, but he's still trying to figure it out, and as we mentioned, Newark comes in losing to Janesville DeWitt in a game that was on Finger Lakes 1 in Waterloo, 63-49, and then at home to UPrep, 75-60, which a couple of tough opponents there. But Nate Beard trying to take over for the Player of the Year last year in the Wayne Finger Lakes.
Yeah, he's got big shoes to fill. Not only scoring-wise, but just leadership-wise. That was obviously a big part of Newark's team. And, and Mynderse losing Cafol was a big loss. I think they play a little bit differently this year. They're going a little bit smaller, really 4 around 1.
Yep.
4 3-point shooters, surrounded mean in the middle. So, they kind of changed their philosophy a little bit there. They have the ability. They got some big guys on the bench. They can go big. But, he's choosing to play small this year. And, coming in the season, I thought they're going to be pressing a little more man-to-man, but they've really settled back on that 2-1-2 zone that we saw a lot last year, and seems to be their best defense, and I look for them to play a lot of that tonight.
So some of the other complimentary, or I wouldn't even call them complimentary pieces, senior Brian Sharp, one of the best shooters in the Finger Lakes East, and I'm sure the Mynderse defenders are going to have to keep an eye on him. You mentioned Saunders, a transfer. He moved into the district, a nice addition for Coach Avrilla. To add some depth and athleticism. Ben Coles, great player, had a big game for Newark in sectionals. That opener against Mid Lakes last year, pulled down hit the game winner against Mid Lakes, and then he pulled down 13 rebounds in the Blue Cross Arena in that final. So he's a guy that just doesn't stop. You'll see him on the court diving for balls tonight and pulling down a lot more rebounds than you'd expect for a kid his size.
Very good athlete, high motor.
So it looks like we're getting ready for the national anthem here. So we're going to step aside for about a minute, and when we come back, Mynderse Newark live from Seneca Falls.
This is Eli. And these are his 2 older brothers, Sam and Justin.
Say good luck, Eli.
They just had a great idea.
Go! Go, go, go! Let's go!
Accidents can happen to us all. Applying Therascar immediately can help erase those memories one scar at a time. I'm Dr. Michael Gray.
And welcome back live inside Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium in Seneca Falls. Jim Sinicropi, Matt Verkey getting set for starting lineups. Mynderse Newark, Finger Lakes East battle here on a Friday night during the middle of It's a Wonderful Life weekend here in Seneca Falls, New York. As you see Ben Coles being called out, Newark will start Nate Beard. At point, Brian Sharp, a couple of seniors in the backcourt. Ben Coles, Logan Moynihan, as you see him coming out right now, and the big treat, Taylor Clements. I got to apologize, too. We actually had a live rendition of the national anthem. It's usually on tape here, so we weren't expecting it. We like to show the performances, but you caught the end of that one. We don't know that young lady's name, but maybe we can get it for you for the end of the show. Did a great job. I like the live anthems.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. And that was – the other one kind of got old. We've heard the same thing for several years, but whoever that was did a wonderful job.
So there's Clements. You can see just towering over his teammates.
It looks like he bulked up a little bit this year. All these kids look pretty put together.
And for Mynderse, you're going to be looking at 4-year starter at point guard Brett Anderson, sophomore Kellen Caraher,
Junior,
Oh, yeah, junior. He was seems like he's still young, but, yeah, he's one of that trio of great juniors. Jake Jones starting swingman. There's Kellen right there, number 11. There's Brett Anderson getting called out. Jake Mean, of course, starting, and then I believe Devin Anderson will getting up off the bench right now. Another junior. His team's really stacked in terms of depth.
Good kids, hard workers, a lot of interchangeable parts. And, they got a lot of capable scorers. It's just a matter of, who's going to be on tonight, and hopefully somebody's on for them, for their sake, obviously. And then with Mean in the middle, it's a good place to go too.
Well, we've been looking forward to this one for quite a while before the season even started. When we had our initial votes for the first edition of our power rankings this season, it was really interesting to see what everybody was going to think. Was it going to be Newark number 1 or Mynderse number 1? Some other great teams in the area. You got Clyde Savannah, who Mynderse beat. They actually was probably their toughest test of the season so far until tonight. And then within the East, you have Palmac coming back after that loss in the sectional finals last year. Mid-Lakes, Wayne's very good. So
I think it's a strong league this year.
So here we go. Ball's in the air. Controlled by Mynderse. And Anderson with the ball. He's coming off 2 straight games with 5 3-pointers.
I think an interesting matchup early is Coles on Mean inside.
Yeah, that's different. Where they got Clements? They had Clements out on Anderson.
Yep.
Something different. Yeah, and a 3-ball on the way. No good, but
he's been hot too. Would have liked to see that one go down.
They have Clements guarding him, so
straight.
And there it is, Brian Sharp with a 3-ball. And Newark strikes first, up ahead to Mean. Got Clements in the air with a nice move and banks it off the glass.
Yeah, Newark didn't get back there, and Mean did a nice job finishing there.
Sharp with the ball again, bounce pass inside to Clements. And Clements bothered from behind by Mean, and it's out of bounds, heading back to Mynderse.
But one thing, if I'm Coach Ciotti, I'm sure they talked about find Brian Sharp. First time down court, wide open. I'm not sure how that can happen.
Pay.
Yeah, and nothing but net. Now he's got a little confidence.
What do they got here?
They got Mean
with a push.
Yeah, Coles was all over him in my opinion, and Mean was kind of just battling. But I'm sure
that's not what Mynderse wanted.
Part of Newark's strategy is make Coles frustrate him a little bit, and he just did.
Now
I didn't like the call at all though.
Let's talk about that. He's got Ben Coles guarding Jake Mean, and the tallest player on the court, Taylor Clements, guarding Devin Anderson.
Newark turnover there. I don't mind it. Mean's not a great back to the basket
here's a
player.
Look at that foul. Yeah, I don't know how you get Mean with that one.
It Mean's not really a back to the basket. He does. Maybe having someone a little more smaller and more athletic on him,
right?
Might do a better job.
But doesn't it look kind of funny? Clements squaring up against Anderson out there.
They got to take advantage of getting Clements outside is what they really need to do.
And I'd go at Anderson and let him take him off the dribble. So,
which isn't really his forte right now. So we'll.
That one coming right at us.
Jump ball. Neither ref had the call on that. I thought that was off Mean. I thought
that was pretty clear, but they missed that one. And jump ball.
A little sloppy here early on. A couple turnovers. Newark's throwing the ball away twice.
So Mynderse picking up half court here. Trap. Moynihan a little bothered by it, but they get it across. And now there's an open Brian Sharp again for another 3-ball. So Sharp starts out hot. 6-2 Newark early. And now Mynderse beats the pressure up ahead to Anderson. He tries a 3-ball short, rebounded by Clements, handed off to Beard. Here come the Reds back the other way. Right to the hoop goes Beard, swatted by Mean. Did they get Jake with that? That's his second.
They did. That's a terrible call.
It wasn't Mean that got him with the body.
My God.
So 2 phantom fouls on Jake Mean early. And he's got 2. And Beard knocks down the first free throw. So Beard with the first point not scored by Brian Sharp. 5:50 to go first period here.
So Mean goes to the bench, and they go with Kyle Ruddy, who really hasn't played a whole lot this year. I thought maybe they might go with Hunter Host or Jake Robinson, but it's Kyle Ruddy getting the call, so he gets a chance to step up here.
Beard makes both free throws. Full court pressure now from
What a
Newark.
game changer those calls are, though.
Really. And then now you have Clement sliding back inside guard and Ruddy now.
Yep.
So it couldn't have started out much better for Newark. Hot shooting by Brian Sharp and a couple of fouls on Mynder's big man Jake Mean. Now Anderson tries a 3-ball and hits it. So Anderson continues his hot shooting.
Yeah, he's going to have to step up here. He's been playing great, shooting the ball, and nice to see him knock that one down. Big basket for Minders. Down 8-2, Mean goes to the bench, come back into the 3. Give him a little confidence here.
So Kyle Ruddy in the middle.
And Kyle's capable. He's 6'5".
Yeah.
He's a big kid. He needs that aggression.
Hit a couple big baskets in that Wellsville sectional semifinal loss last year in Caledonia Mumford. Swinging it around is Newark. Driving baseline is Beard. A little too strong, and that ball's off of Anderson, staying there.
Wow.
And
thought that was another bad call.
a little bit of a force there by Beard. Like we said, he's trying to find his identity as the point guard of this team. Shouldn't be relied on for as much offense. And the big treat with a soft left hand. Shouldn't be relied on for as much offense as Santel had to provide from that position last year. So 5-point Newark lead. Kellen Kerr gets it to the corner for another 3-ball from Anderson, in and out. Pulled down by Clements.
Good look. In and out. Another one.
And Brian Sharp is feeling it in Seneca Falls. 3 3-pointers gives Newark a 13-5 advantage early, and all 3 wide open.
Yeah, Minders is playing that zone. The one guy you got to find is him. That's just standstill jump shot. They got to, get some pressure on him.
He had time to square, set, and fire.
If I'm going to leave anybody else open out there besides Sharp, he's coming off 7 3-pointers against University Prep. Obviously, they know he's capable. And give Newark credit, too, for finding him. Obviously, against his own, they like to penetrate and kick it out to him.
This group as a whole has played together for a long time. Since youth basketball, I suppose the same could be said for Minders. Although Minders has, their senior group, and then the juniors, it's they're so deep. But this core 5 for Newark has really, seen a lot, including winning a sectional title together last year. So inbounded to Jones, gets it back to Anderson, who almost turns it over and does. Coles comes up with it, but we got a little lucky there on that dump in to Moynihan. Now Moynihan loses it, and here comes Anderson the other way, tries to get it ahead, but can't. Good hustle there by Sharp. Or who was that? Moynihan went into the first row.
Myers got to take care of the ball, One thing they can't afford to do, especially with Mean on the bench, is throw it away. Give Newark easy baskets.
So Kerr, Jones, Anderson, and Ruddy. Back out top to Kellen, drives, soft runner, rolls off, no good. Another rebound by Clements.
And Kerr's a capable scorer. Just got off to a really slow start so far
Another
this year.
3-ball from the sharpshooter, Brian Sharp.
Did that bank in?
I think they left the bank open, or maybe that was the building and loan. 4 3-pointers from Brian Sharp here in the first quarter. And it's a 11-point Newark lead here on Minders home court. Kerr works on Coles, drives, gets it to Anderson, swings it to Brett Anderson, and he hits a 3-ball from the corner.
Good ball movement there by Minders. Good offense, unselfish. And I think, and I was talking about Kerr. He's a capable scorer. He's gotten off to a slow start. But I think hopefully here he's going to step it up tonight.
So the pressure forces a turnover there. And what do we have?
Oh, what's going on? 33.
I don't see a 33. Oh. And now checking in the game, you have Hunter Haas coming in for Caraher, and Jones stepping out. Quentin Battle checking into the game.
And DeAndre Saunders for Newark.
They don't have the we got our first look
the
at
shot
Saunders.
clock. He was resetting the shot clock.
Okay.
You need to do that and stop Mynderse break, though?
There's an entry to Anderson. Gets it to Devin Anderson. Drives hard
Nice.
with the kiss. Anderson's got 5. 16-10, up and down. Good shooting, good ball game. Glad you could be with us here on Finger Lakes 1. That's Cole swinging it to Clements. The big treat with a baseline jumper.
And they're still not paying enough attention to Sharp in my mind. Sharp was open on that one.
Almost an overback, but no. Saved by Anderson. Inside to Ruddy. Ruddy turns, gets it back to Anderson. And now that's Quentin Battle with the ball out top, guarded by Brian Sharp. Hands it off to Devin Anderson. Gets it back to Brett Anderson.
See, Mynderse is real stagnant right now.
He finds Brett Anderson for another 3. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Nate Beard. Here he comes the other way. By Hunter Haas into the hole and blocked by Ruddy. Here comes Mynderse back the other way. They don't have numbers, but Anderson straight to the hole. He's blocked by Sanders, but a foul call probably on Coles. Looks like they got Coles with the body.
Almost a bailout there. Brett was looking to get fouled. He's about 3 feet underneath the basket. Really nowhere to go. Drew the call. Good play by Brett.
Strong take.
Yep.
So good ball game early here.
It is. If Mynderse, they lost Sharp a few times, that's the difference in the game. But I think Mynderse is, starting to find themselves a little bit. This is, the best team they've seen all year. The intensity level is way up compared to the other games. And, Newark's got 5 guys on the floor who can play, which they haven't seen much this year. So take a little bit of adjustment for Mynderse, but I think they're settling in here.
Anderson's second free throw falls off the mark, but he gets the steal, anticipating the pass, gets it to Haas. Left-handed layup, no. Tried to be kept alive by Ruddy, but he tipped it to Jaden Peters into the ball game. Now he gets it to Sharp, who was covered that time, and he traveled.
Good play, unfortunate for Hunter. I really like Hunter Haas. I think he's going to be a good player for Mynderse this year, and and especially looking forward to next year.
This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball is made possible through the support of Generations Bank with locations in Auburn, Farmington, Geneva, Phelps, Seneca Falls, Union Springs, and Waterloo. Be sure to check out their mobile banking app or visit them online at mygenbank.com.
Mynderse going really small now. They got Hunter Haas at the 5. So really, 4 guards and a small forward in the game right now for Mynderse.
Jake Jones checking back in there for Kyle Ruddy.
Yeah, I like the lineup. Let's offensively it should be a good lineup for him.
That foul on Brian Sharp, his first. And on the inbound pass, Mynderse gets to work.
Newark is very physical defensively. If you watch them, they're every cutter is getting chucked.
Anderson working off the dribble, drives the lane. It's blocked by Saunders and pulled down by Clements. Now Sharp thought about a 3, but Battle was there to check him. Peters thought about a 3. There goes the 3 from Brian Sharp, no good. His first miss of the game, I believe. 4 3-pointers here in the first quarter for Brian Sharp. 43.7 seconds left. 18-11 your score. As Mynderse has Quentin Battle bring the ball down. And they'll pick up man-to-man at half court. There's the pass to Brett Anderson. He tries a 3-ball over Clements. No good. Kept alive by Jones. And Beard corrals it. A little reach around by Jake Jones. Now they got numbers coming the other way. Pull up, foul line, jumper from Beard, and rolls no good. Haas. Oh, wow. They got the call coming back here to Mynderse.
No, and that
like
play
Haas knocked it out.
Yeah, it did. But, it's the first call Mynderse got all game, I think. And that might be one where Newark, pull it out and hold for 1 there. Now Mynderse gets the last shot.
10 seconds. And Battle goes to the hole. Double clutch, too strong. Muscled down by Saunders. 2 seconds left to go. Sharp's going to get one more 3-ball this quarter. No. So, up and down, basketball action. Brian Sharp with 4 first-quarter threes. It's 18-11 Newark. We'll be right back here watching Section 5 basketball on FingerLakes1.com.
This is Eli, and these are his 2 older brothers, Sam and Justin.
Say good luck, Eli.
They just had a great idea.
Go! Go, go, go! Watch out!
Accidents can happen to us all. Applying Therascar immediately can help erase those memories one scar at a time.
Good luck to all of our student athletes this high school sports season.
We hold on to the things that really matter. Welcome to Generations Bank.
Welcome back to Seneca Falls. Jim Sinicropi, Matt Verkey, here on FingerLakes1.com. And I mentioned off the break that we could call it Bedford Falls this weekend. The town celebrating It's a Wonderful Life Festival. And tomorrow it's a Wonderful Run 5K. You can still register on race day. Go to itsawonderfulrun5k.com for details. And the first shot of the quarter by Quentin Battle off the glass and good.
And Quentin's he's left-handed, but he tends to shoot with his right unless he's shooting a 3.
Got a steal there coming back the other way. And he's bumped and off the glass, and they count it. A little continuation. So
Big spark there, made a couple shots, and as I was saying, he's a lefty who really only shoots 3-pointer left-handed. Everything else he tends to shoot with
there's
his
a
right
steal.
hand.
Here he comes.
He shot that one right-handed.
So it was can't convert on the free throw. Another rebound for Clements.
And Mynderse came back with Jake Mean with the 2 fouls. If Mynderse can tie this game up, you might want to think about putting him back on the bench.
And now Clements goes right at him. Misses, gets his own rebound, back up too strong. A rebounded by Quentin Battle. It's Quentin Battle, Jake Mean, Devin Anderson, Jake Jones, too strong, and Kellen Carrer on the court for Mynderse right now. For Newark, you have Sharp, Peters, Clements, Saunders, and Moynihan. So yeah, entering the quarter down 7, Quentin Battle with 4 quick points. It's a 3-point ball game. Sharp tries a baseline jumper. I know he's been working on that.
And I think Mynderse will live with that all day long. If he's going to put the ball on the floor, that's exactly what they want him to do.
Nice rebound by Logan Moynihan and put back. 20-15. Now Jake Mean tries to drive on Clements, kicks it to Jake Jones, and he's fouled. Is that going to be 3 shots?
Yeah. Logan Moynihan with a big mistake there. Coach Everett didn't like it too much.
He liked the call. He just couldn't believe it. They fouled the 3-point shooter.
And Jake's been struggling a little bit from the field, especially from the 3-point line here the last few games. So, getting 3 free throws here, maybe they'll get his confidence going because he is a great offensive player. And there he missed the free throw, so that might not help his confidence that much.
He hit 7 last year in a game against Early College.
He is a good shooter. He just, he's had a couple looks here early, and I think he just needs to see one go through, and he'll be good to go.
He's got some sparkling shoes. That
he does.
Maybe for It's a Wonderful Life weekend. But he missed the second free throw.
Yeah, that's unlike him. He's a pretty solid free throw shooter, so you got to at least get one here.
Third one on the way, and he gets it. So Jones on the board. And we got an officials timeout. There's some issue on the, some condensation on the court.
No, the ref was telling Jake Mean, don't do something. He wasn't doing anything.
2016, 6:35 to go here first quarter. Hey, Dr. Rodney Littlejohn and his outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn is proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out Dr. Rod online at littlejohnortho.com. And stay tuned for the Dr. Rod Littlejohn Smiles with Style postgame show at the conclusion of the broadcast. Almost another steal there by Battle. 13 seconds to shoot.
I thought that was over and back. I didn't know if Mynderse had tipped that or not.
Entry to Saunders, pulls up from the foul line, off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Mean. And Battle gives it up to Mean, goes straight to the hole, and it's a foul on Clements. Mean likes to do that. He likes to drive and take that ball in one hand.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. You know, it's I think it kind of throws you off your game a little bit. You know, keep two hands on it and go up and finish.
So the first foul on Clements. And Mean looking for his, well, he had a bucket early. So he's looking for his third point on this free throw, and he gets it. And here's a guy who had 18 points versus Clyde, 19 points versus RCMCS, 19 points versus Red Creek, 17 versus Avon. So for him only to have 3 points here, into the second quarter.
I like how Mynderse battled back here. They kind of weathered the storm there with him going out early.
In and out. Nice fight by Kerher. Out hustling Clements for the board. Now a 3-ball from Anderson.
Oh.
No. Big rebound by Saunders. And Saunders really gives them that physical presence. You see there when the shot clock was running down, they found him. They threw it up to him.
Yeah. And, Brett struggled a little bit. He hit 1-3 tonight, but that's one that usually he'll knock down.
Inside to Clements. Spins on Mean. Gives it up to Saunders. Wasn't ready for it. And ball on the ground.
Oh.
Clements comes up with it. Left-handed reverse, no good. And here comes Anderson. Mynderse has numbers. Up ahead is Kerr. Gives it back to Jones. Off the backboard and good. 1 point ball game here in Seneca Falls.
Nice pass by Kerr. Good finish by Jones with the left hand.
Peters wide open for a 3-ball. He can hit it, and he does.
Good shot.
They forgot about him.
And, one thing Mean has to realize now that a bucket's not worth a foul. He's got to...
Mean tries a 3. Buttons!
He's got to, be conscious, give up the layup if he's going to commit a foul.
So
I think that might be the first three he's ever hit.
I seem to remember maybe having one last year.
I don't know.
Beard finds Peters again.
Jesus.
Way too hard. Nice rebound by Beard, though, up in the traffic, and Saunders muscles his way for the putback. His first basket of the game, 3-point Newark lead, up and down, 4:27 to go here, first half. Jim Sinicropi and Matt Verkey, glad to have you alongside for Quentin Battle, who hits a 3.
Quentin playing good here early on. Been a big factor.
7 second quarter points for Quentin Battle. Oh, Mean had to be careful there with 2 fouls, but instead gets the steal. Now he loses it, but Anderson came up with it. Now they swing it around. Jones was open, wanted it earlier. Said drives baseline. Mean spinning and dribbling. Looks like he traveled. He traveled twice there. Yep. Can't believe it, but.
Haverhill on the travel earlier, apparently.
Tie game, 25-25.
Yeah, Mean just had to kick that out. He had guys open. He was trying to do a little bit too much there, which he usually doesn't do. He's a great passer.
It's everything we would hope it would be.
Yeah, been a great game so far. Mynderse got in a little hole earlier, worried about how they'd react, and, I think Coach Ciotti would be very happy.
Saunders tries a 3 way too hard. We're just going to say, great shooting, the hallmark of the first half so far. I don't think they need Saunders shooting that 3 that early in the shot clock.
I think, Newark's hit some threes, but they've also rushed a few, I think.
Yeah. Anderson tries to drive on Sharp, gets him in the air, and gets the little teardrop over him.
Tough shot.
Anderson with 6 points, and Mynderse takes the lead, 27-25.
What was the score at the quarter?
18-11.
18-11, so nice run here.
Another 3-ball. Wow, Mean came out and got a piece of that. And it sparks a break. Up ahead to Mean. Sharp got back and follows him, but Mean muscles it up. And in. Great find to push that ahead, and then he got Sharp in the air there. I think it was Jones that found him. Yep, great pass. And then just muscled him up.
No doubt about it on the foul there. Sharp kind of You know, I don't know if he didn't think he hit him, but it seemed pretty obvious to me.
That's Sharp's second foul. Mean misses a.
Be nice to get him out of the game. You know, that's not
3 minutes to go. You're up
shooter.
4. Beard got his own rebound off the miss. Now Saunders has a shot blocked by Battle.
Let's see, Mynderse come in with Jake Robinson for me.
There they go.
Mean
doesn't like coming out, but sit down, relax.
Move. Yeah. I was just gonna say, I think about getting Mean out. You know,
Sharp and Clements both checking out for Newark. As checking into the game for the first time is Terry Anglin for the Reds. So it's Coles, Beard, Saunders, Anglin, and Moynihan. For Mynderse, it's Battle, Kellen Carrer, Brett Anderson, and Jake Jones, who's open for 3. That's off. And Jake Robinson for the first time today.
Yeah, I was going to say, get Brett or Devin Anderson back in there. You know, he's the one guy in this Mynderse team who's been shooting the ball well.
Tough shot there by Beard. And there, just like you asked for, here comes Devin Anderson for Jake Jones. So Mynderse holding on to a 4-point lead. Jake Mean, 2 fouls for Mynderse. Brian Sharp, 2 fouls for Newark. 2:25 left to go here in the first half. Anderson hands it off to Carrer. Battle tries a 3-ball and buries it. And Quentin Battle's having quite the second quarter. That's 10 second quarter points.
Yeah, you know, he hit it. He just hit a 3 not too long ago, and they laid off him.
Mynderse up 7, and Saunders finds Moynihan. Flash into the lane, and he's fouled. Gets the bucket. And Coach Havrilla telling the guys on the bench, get the ball to the middle like that. Good things will happen. And Jake Robinson checking out, Hunter Haas checking in, and nice find by Saunders. So, its score on your screen's wrong. It's 32-27, Mynderse lead. Make that 32-28. Now we got it correct. As Moynihan completes the 3-point play, he's got 5 second quarter points. 4-point Mynderse lead. Battle wanted another 3-ball. Instead, it's Anderson who'll try it. In and out. Rebounded by England. And now 2-3 zone for Mynderse.
Mynderse is fine with this. They're buying time. You know, they got Jake Mean on the bench. And, you know, Newark not really taking advantage right now.
Clements on the bench for Newark. Saunders drives baseline, a little bit out of control. And now he wraps up
a little frustration
Devin
there.
Anderson. Yeah, no need to foul him 90 feet from the basket. So that's Saunders' first foul.
1-on-1, too. That's about as bad as foul as you can commit right there. Not sure what he was thinking.
And Coach Avrilla explaining that to DeAndre. So Devin Anderson will step to the free throw line. He has 5 points all in the first quarter. It's a 1-on-1 situation. Too strong.
Mynderse struggling from the line tonight, too. You know, they could be up, 4 or 5 more points here.
So now Newark gets back to work. And none of Newark's shooters in the game right now, the 3-point shooters. So we'll see if they do get that ball inside, as Coach Havrilla wanted. Instead, Beard drives baseline, up into Haas, out of bounds, Mynderse ball.
Good defense by Hunter. You know, and then he really battled for that rebound and able to get the ball back in our Mynderse possession.
1 minute left, first quarter. Foul line jumper from Battle, no good. Pulled down by
he
Saunders.
checked there. Probably not the greatest shot, but, I don't mind it. He's hit a couple.
47 seconds to go. And Beard thought about a 3. Dumps it inside to Anglin, and he's fouled by Haas. He'll shoot free throws.
I didn't know about that foul there either.
Well, with this lineup for Newark, I don't know where they look to get the offense.
Yeah, I mean, Beard's got to step up. He's got the ability to do so. Saunders, you know, somebody kind of you would think can provide him some offense. Although tonight, I don't know, what's he got, 2 points tonight maybe?
Yeah, Saunders with 2. Ben Coles with scoreless so far. Not a guy they usually rely on to score, but England's first free throw is off the mark. And they have Jake Jones checking in for Hunter Haas now with 39 seconds left to go. So Mynderse going small for the final 40 seconds of the first half. England's second free throw is no good. And Jones tips it to Anderson. And Mynderse could hold for one. There's essentially a 2-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
You got to run this down. You know, don't give Newark much time here, obviously.
And Jake Jones gets it out to Anderson. 15 to shoot, 18 in the quarter. Now they're down to 10 on the shot clock. The ball's back in Quentin Battle's hand, working off a pick. 5 to shoot. Here comes Devin Anderson. Blocked by Saunders. Back by Anderson. Right-handed hook rolls around and out. 2 seconds. 1 second. Whoa.
There should be time on the clock.
Yeah, maybe they're going to come and take a look at the monitor. He threw that ball out of bounds with 2 seconds left.
Without a doubt.
Thought the quarter was over when the shot clock went off. Let's see what the referees do. We can tell them. There was 2 seconds.
Should be Mynderse ball, not Newark's.
Yeah, Mynderse ball with 2 seconds left underneath the basket. I think he's putting 2 seconds on the clock, right? Why are they giving the ball to Newark?
They're not. Mynderse ball. Coach Everett wanted a timeout though.
Now they got a 20-second timeout.
I don't know if Coach Everett knows it's Mynderse ball.
He's drawing something up. I'll give you a chance to tell you about Finger Lakes Partners. Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future. Trust someone who lives in your community with offices in Geneva, Waterloo, and Victor. Visit Finger Lakes Partners online at fingerlakesinsurance.com. Hey, and there's some future players. Jake Prain, Lucas Stevers,
Carter
Taccone.
They do
Carter's
a great
dad
job.
might be watching this broadcast from down in Miami tonight.
Yep. Down there to go to the Dolphins game on Friday or Sunday. That was a good job by the officials. You know, I think they got it right. But
Yeah.
Newark still thinks it's their Mynderse ball, isn't
There's
it?
2.2 seconds on the clock, and they're giving the ball to Newark. And Nick C.I. is wondering why Ben Coles just dropped the ball out of bounds,
Right.
unless they were saying it was a true shot clock violation.
I don't see how that could be.
Half-court shot by Saunders off the backboard and no good. Wow. Big first half of action. Mynderse 32, Newark 28. We've got the Theriscar. 5.
There's an adage that says, hardwood grows slowly. You can understand what it means when you look around a small town. There's something genuine there. Something steady and solid that doesn't change from one day to the next. Things that grow fast generally aren't the things you value. They may look good for a while, but they're transient, temporary. Lasting strength takes time. It grows slowly with every generation. Generations Bank began almost 150 years ago in the town of Seneca Falls. We don't celebrate that simply as a number or as a sign of longevity. Instead, it's a symbol of strength and stability. The people and the values of the towns around the Finger Lakes are solid. As solid as a 12-hour day. A handshake agreement. Or the bond of a decades-long friendship. 150 years ago, no one envisioned depositing a check with a phone or clicking a button to pay a bill, but they knew the best service means loyal customers. Today, we deliver that service with the most advanced technology, not for technology's sake, but because it makes everyday banking easier. We do it because it leaves more time for family and community and the things we truly value. Those things haven't changed, and they won't change. Kids will still grow up and leave for big cities and big opportunities, and many will come back to the small town when they have small children of their own. We'll still raise our families, plan for prosperous times in the future, and have each other's backs when things don't go exactly as we planned. And will remain a small town community bank.
See him over.
And welcome back to Seneca Falls. It's halftime. It's the Therascar 5-Star Medical Halftime Show as we have about 6 minutes, 30 seconds left here before play resumes. 32-38, Mynderse with the lead. They were down 18-11, but used a big second quarter to pull ahead. And, Verk, you just draw the raffle?
I did.
Yeah, well, you're a Mynderse legend. You should draw the raffle, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Scored a few points. No, if there's any Mynderse legends, I think it's you, okay? Leading all-time school's leading scorer.
I used to have my number on the wall at one point.
Well, we
came
used
down.
to talk about that, but yeah, no numbers up, no retired numbers. A lot of banners though. There you are.
A lot of banners, a lot of history, a lot of good history for Mynderse basketball. You know, it was
that great '92 team right
Yep.
there, state champs.
A lot of good memories there. There it is. But yeah, you know, a lot of good memories here, and you know, a lot of banners, a lot of history, especially. You know, we had a little drought there from 75, 76 till 92 as far as winning a sectional title.
Yeah.
You know, I had lost one in 90, lost one in 91. Then we finally won at 92, won at 96, and then another little drought. And then, last 10 years really, put 3 or 4 more up there. So kind of became known as a basketball school a little bit now, I think, which is nice.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And of course, back in the day, it was football school.
Yeah, especially way back, 50s, 60s, 70s, into the 80s. Great story. I don't think they lost a game in the 50s in football. Just a lot of history there. And, obviously the football team struggles a little bit now. And soccer kind of dominates a little bit. A lot of kids play soccer these days. But, the basketball program's been real steady over the last 10 years. We've talked about it. A little bit of a drought now. I don't think they're too happy with their sectional runs the last few years. Losing in the last year in the semis by 1 point. They got upset in the quarters a year before. But this we talked about a little bit earlier. This is a tough bracket, tough class for them this year. But like we're seeing here tonight, capable of playing with anybody in that division and within that Class B bracket. And all they got to do is put 3 or 4 games together, and they could be a sectional champion.
Yeah, coming up next for Mynderse, they host Geneva, and then it's at Wayne. At Waterloo in a boys-girls doubleheader, you'll be able to see at Finger Lakes 1, Penn Yan, and then at Pelmac. So they have 2 tough road games coming up in their next 5 against Wayne and Pelmac. For Newark, they host Wayne. They're at Penn Yan, Pelmac at home, and then at Mid Lakes, and then they go to the I-90 tournament between Christmas and New Year's. And you're not gonna, if you're playing the Finger Lakes East, you're gonna get a night off every now and then, but you're not gonna get 2 nights off in a row. I mean, and we talk about Mid Lakes as being a team that might potentially be able to compete in the East this year.
Yeah, they got a nice little team. They got a good nucleus. I don't know how deep they are, but they got some nice pieces there. And like you said, last year, bringing Newark right down to the end. So they're definitely not an easy victory, obviously. somebody we got to come out and play obviously. And, one thing from tonight's game I take away, I was a little worried early on. Newark is very physical, and they really got over Mynderse early when Mean went out with the 2 fouls. But I love the way Mynderse responded. It was the first time I think they've been challenged all year, and, they had a great response. And, I thought Quentin Battle, picked a great time to probably have the best quarter of his varsity career, early varsity career. But he was a spark plug there. He started off with the 2 quick buckets to start that quarter and hit a couple threes. And, I think that's somebody Newark's going to have to focus on here in the second half when he's in the ballgame.
21 second quarter points for Mynderse, outscoring. Actually, I must have missed somebody there for Newark. 18 to 2, 4, 6, 9. Yeah, I got that wrong. So, yeah, Mynderse outscores Newark 21 to 10 in the second quarter. 32-28 now. Run down your first half scoring. Have Brian Sharp with 4 first quarter threes for scoring 12 points. Look at the sign from the he's a Devin Anderson fan, it looks like.
It's Ethan Hillmeyer.
He's a big Devin Anderson fan. And
They
what's
got
this other one?
A couple of big Anderson fans.
2 Devin Anderson.
Look at this guy.
Blake Petroshi.
Yep.
A couple of big Devin Anderson fans. Nice seeing the signs. Continue with that scoring. Brian Sharp with 12 to lead the way. Logan Moynihan with 5. Taylor Clemens quiet with 4. 3 points for Jaden Peters, 2 for Saunders, and Nate Beard for Mynderse. It's Quentin Battle, 10 points all in the second quarter. 7 from Jake Mean, 5 from Devin Anderson, 3 from Jake Jones, and 2 from Brett Anderson. There you get a look at the big treat quenching his thirst. Nate Beard.
Yeah, Mynderse defensively held their own too. Like they didn't, a couple times there, Newark was able to get a couple offensive rebounds, put them back in. But for the most part, Mynderse more than held their own on the boards, and that was with Mean out of the ball game. And he, if nothing else, he's a premier rebounder.
Yeah.
And he makes that's one thing you notice. He gets off the floor quick. He's one of the best rebounders probably in the league this year, if not the best. So if he can stay out of foul trouble here, I look for good things from Mynderse come second half.
Yeah, we should get a good look at Clemens versus Mean. It'll be interesting to see if they put Clemens off of Mean again on defense like they did to start the game. But at this point, 2 fouls for Mean, only 1 for Clemens, and not really a factor. Foul's not a factor at this point.
Yeah, in the matchup we talked about earlier, it never really materialized. Newark started the game with Coles on them and then Cowles. And then, Mean got in the foul trouble. They only guarded each other a handful of times. Well, Mynderse playing zone all game, so they didn't hit. We didn't see that matchup at that end at all.
So we mentioned It's a Wonderful Life weekend here in Seneca Falls. Got some shots from around town tonight to share with you. Thousands of people flooding into the town.
Yeah, it was busy when I was coming home from work I left work about 2:30, and downtown was packed already.
Yeah, and tomorrow even bigger for the 5K race, where we can expect 10 to 15,000 people. Downtown really does look great. Had some other shots for you there that we'll show you here throughout the second half. There's the bridge with the new lights.
Yeah, they got the bells up there, some different colored lights.
Colored lights
colors.
up top, yeah.
Big
nice.
time this year.
There'll be at least 4,000 runners going over that bridge tomorrow for the big race. And we'll have a full video for you on Sunday morning. The big treat spins with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Carry her up to head to Jones. Spins around Beard. Throws up a right-handed runner off the glass and gets the roll.
Nice shot by Jake. Great touch, and maybe that'll get him going a little bit here. And Newark made a concerted effort there to come out and throw the ball into the big guy. Didn't get a great shot, but I think they're going to look for him a little bit more this half.
Probably hoping to get Mean with that third early if they can. Coles finds Beard wide open, lets it go, in and out. Pulled down by Brett Anderson. Pushes it up ahead to Jones, leaves it back for Devin Anderson, wide open, 3-ball, no.
That would have been a big one. Good luck, good passing, good look from Jones.
Back and forth they go. Beard again tries to take it to the hole. And it's going to go back to Mynderse. So for Newark, it's Coles, Clements, Beard, Sharp, and Moynihan starting lineups. And for Mynderse, same thing, starting lineup. Brett Anderson, Devin Anderson, Kellen Carher, Jake Jones, and Jake Mean. 2 Anderson and 2 Jakes out there for Mynderse. As Kellen hands it to Devin. Crossover. Again, Anderson guarded by Clemens.
Yeah, and I think he can take advantage of that. He can drive that ball. There he goes.
Like that.
Ooh.
But it's blocked!
You got a foul?
I think it's just a clean block out of bounds.
Yep. All right. Thought maybe they got Cowles.
It looked like Anderson had him beat, but Clemens late with that long left arm.
6'7" and long. He made up some ground. But I like Devin doing that. You know, give him something to think about. And I think Devin's gonna be able to get some threes off here eventually. Lose the big guy.
Right.
And there they go.
Entry pass to Mean. Shot it before he came up with it.
Count
He's falling down and he hits it. Count the basket. Got to take a look at that one again. The referee's discussing something. I mean, that looked like a good and one. Here we go, Verk. That entry pass. He misses the first shot. And then on the way down, fires it up. They're not counting it, though.
Interesting. I think they could have.
So
using a shooting motion, it looked like.
So Mynderse with a 6-point lead. Mean that won't even get the free throws. First team foul of the quarter. It'll be Kellen Caraher inbounding underneath his own basket. They don't have anything. There it is. Anderson passes up a three, gets it to Brett Anderson.
They got to get it in the Mean. There he is.
There he is, guarded by Coles. One dribble, tried to spin, kicks it back out. And looks like they got Coles with the body.
Yep.
No, they got Clemens.
Okay.
So that's Taylor Clemens' second foul.
But I like Mynderse, throw it to him. If they're not gonna guard him with the big guy, throw him the ball.
Sure. Inbound to Jake Jones up top to Brett Anderson with the pink shoes. Swings it to Caraher.
Throw it to him. There you go.
There he is.
Yep.
And now they got Coles with the body.
That's an easy call. I think he's been getting away with it more than not even.
So that's 2 on Coles, and that is 3 fouls for Newark this possession. As Saunders checking in for Coles. Some of the best hair in the Wayne Finger Lakes right there. Is that David Coverdale or Ben Coles? What's the call? Going back to Newark.
Yeah, turnover. Mynderse got to get the ball in bounds. That's twice they really struggle to get it in. This should be automatic. They should be looking, trying to get a hoop out of that, but at least get the ball in bounds.
Jimmers Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. 3-ball from Devin Anderson. Or who is that?
That's
Brian Sharp.
Brian Sharp.
Wrong team. I was doing the live read. That's 5 threes for Sharp.
And that was, I had a kind of blocked out on it, but that looked like Mynderse had pretty good defense on him. He just, give him the credit. That was a great shot.
Now Devin Anderson stops, kicks it back out.
See, Mynderse offense is a little stagnant, though. They're just kind of
dribbling. There's an open 3 from Anderson. And he
Yep.
hits it and answers Sharp.
That's where they got to go, inside out. But in the meantime, a little more movement. They're just trying, once they get it into them, they're fine.
Second 3 of the ball game for Brett Anderson. There's Saunders driving baseline for his second basket of the game, and we're going back and forth again. Still, Mynderse up by 4.
No scoring spurt here for both teams.
Anderson hands it off to Brett Anderson.
I'd like to see Quentin Battle get in the game here soon, too.
Jake Jones was wide open for 3, and Caraher didn't see him. I mean, there was nobody out there on the wing. I can finish telling you, though, about Jimmers Auto, who offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stevers Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmers Auto and Stevers Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. And Ferrara Lumber has been delivering the highest quality service to area contractors and homeowners in the Finger Lakes since 1959. Start planning your next kitchen or bathroom modeling project at FerraraLumber.com. And look at those two, Tree Felber and rocking with Bach. Now, I know Bach's getting excited about the wonderful run. He pulls out the speakers and the lights. The course passes right by his house. And any of you that have run in this house, that's the guy who has the awesome house with the music.
Yeah, that's about right at mile 1, end of mile 1. Gives you a little energy burst. Gotta be careful. They hand out water and beer at his house, so you don't want to grab the wrong one.
Right. So Caraher hits 1 of 2, and the lead is 6 with 5 minutes to go here in the third period from Seneca Falls. And Moynihan turns it over. The head to
Brett Anderson.
Brett Anderson who lays it in.
Big steal there. Opening up the biggest lead of the game for Mynderse, I believe, at 8.
7 points for Anderson. Moynihan bounce pass to Clements, who dribbles, tries to skip it over to Saunders. Ball's on the ground. Saunders comes up with it and turns and scores it.
A little unlucky there. I like when Mynderse makes it a little hectic. Put a little pressure on there. I think the faster the game, the better for Mynderse. Their half-court offense is a little stagnant. And Newark's still refusing to put Clements on Mean.
6-point ball game.
He's got to touch it.
There he goes into Mean, guarded by Saunders. Double teamed, and they got to travel. Beard and Saunders combining to
and they're doubling him. Just kick it out, and then let him come back to you. Yeah.
Somebody's open.
And they got 4 shooters out there, so easy play. And he is a very unselfish player. Even though you got the small guy on you, it might not always be the right play.
Moynihan over to Beard, into the corner to Saunders. Drives baseline, and they got a charge. Mean stepped in front of him. 2 on Saunders. Next time you head out to see a movie, make it at the Omen Theater in downtown Lyons. You'll love relaxing in the modern renovated theater that has the old-fashioned charm and character of the original house, first opened in 1915. See what's playing this week at omentheater.com. And Therascar is a dye-free, fragrance-free, medical-grade product that improves the appearance of scars and aids in the treatment of cuts, burns, acne, eczema, and psoriasis. Learn about the benefits and why people here in the Finger Lakes are so excited about Therascar at 5starmedical.com as we get a look at Coach Havrilla, one of the most animated coaches in the league.
Yeah, I thought that was an easy call. He's saying you got to take it square. Your feet are planted. If he jumps to the side and hits you in the side, I don't know what you're supposed to do.
So here comes Anderson working on Moynihan, gives it to Mean, dumps it inside to Jones, back to Mean, and Mean throws it away. Yep.
Looking for a foul or a tip or something.
Here's a look at that
Let's
drive.
see.
Oh, that's a charge all day long. He may have moved a little, but, I don't
know how
he was
more
straight
square
up
he
and
can
down.
get. But Mynderse turnover there.
So some three-quarter court pressure here from Mynderse.
One glaring thing that sticks out to me with Newark is outside of Sharp, they can't shoot the ball.
Right. Here's a shot from Anderson off. And they just let that go out. Might want to grab that. Did you see Michael Essio up off the bench there for Mynderse?
He didn't like the call. It's always a tough one. You're boxing out.
Right.
I think that's a good play by Newark. Yeah, you're allowed to do that, I believe.
So more pressure from
Mynderse.
This
press is, causing Newark some fits here.
Yeah, it is. And Moynihan picked up his dribble. They get it across to Saunders, and he almost throws it away. He does. Quentin Battle comes up with it, up ahead to Caraher. Battle drives the lane, straight to the hole, off the glass. 12 for Battle. 8-point Mynderse lead. Moynihan had a 3. Instead gets it into Clements, who drives, blocked by Mean. Stripped away by Saunders and throws it in. Oh, Jake Mean better be careful. Technical foul on Jake Mean. So not only is that a turnover, as it was Mynderse ball.
I don't like the call. Haverhill has been on the ref's ear all game, and he did not even a warning.
I think what Mean did there was just kind of, he actually threw his hand at him. He waved at the ref like, forget about it. Maybe we get to see it here, but here's the play that got him so upset. Clean block, and then
I didn't think that was a foul, really.
No. And here you can watch Mean, see if we get it right there.
Yeah, he probably deserved it.
3 fouls on Mean.
He
comes out of the ball game. I kind of thought that as a senior now, Jake might be over that kind of stuff. And whether you agree that should have been a T or not, don't even make it questionable. It's a close game. You have a big lead.
For one thing, I don't think he got fouled.
Right.
It was he got in an awkward position. The kid took the ball from him. Just play it. Now you're hurting your team.
And now Sharp misses the first free throw. The second one can pull it to within 5, and it rolls out. So surprising couple of misses there.
And Mynderse loses possession.
And Jake Mean's on the bench with 3 fouls. So big turning point in this ball game. 2:56 to go. Let's see if Newark can get a bucket here on this possession. Make it a 4-point possession, or maybe 5. Moynihan, yes!
Big shot. Big turn of events right there.
3-point ball game. Into the corner for Jake Jones for 3. JJ!
Big answer there, huge answer.
Lead back to 6. More pressure from Minders. Beard gets it across, but looks like they got a foul on Brett Anderson. And great ball game, physical ball game. Both kids on both sides going at it hard. I mean, this is why we love high school basketball.
Yeah, I like the way both teams are playing. Both teams playing hard.
First foul on Brett Anderson. Saunders with the ball.
Clements has really been a non-factor.
Right, stolen by Jones. Ball's on the ground. Sharp dove for it, and it's going to be Minders basketball. Yeah, you're talking about Taylor Clements with 4 points. He hasn't scored since the first quarter. And, he's got 2 fouls.
And now, he's got 5 inches on anybody on the court right now.
Meanwhile, Jake Mean just with 7, scoreless in the second half. So with these guys we thought were going to be the big factor in this game, not a factor today. Although they've both been a factor defensively.
Newark went man out of bounds there, which you don't see a whole lot underneath. Minders does a good job of, they scored against Clyde 3 or 4 times when Clyde went man out of bounds.
Anderson pump fake, gets Moynihan there, drives baseline, can't hit the shot. Beard gets the rebound.
Tough shot.
1:50 left to go here in the third quarter. Saunders for 3. No.
Minders will live with that, I think.
Yeah, let him shoot it. Now he fouls.
That's twice he's fouled 90 feet from the basket.
And it's going to be free throws. That was a 16 foul. Or no.
Was that the 6th or 7th? You shoot on the 7th, I think.
Shoot on the 7th, right. But that's Saunders' 3rd foul. He comes to the bench.
Just not smart. In both times where he was frustrated after missing a shot.
So you got Terry Anglin in the ball game. You got Jaden Peters in the ball game for Newark, along with Beard, Moynihan, and Clements. Down 6 for Minders. It's battle. Devin Anderson, Brett Anderson, Kellen Caraher, and Hunter Haas. Battle with the ball. Picks up his dribble, tries to dump it in. Stolen by Anglin.
Not a good pass there. Good idea. Just didn't complete the pass.
Wow, dangerous pass by Nate Beard. Coach Averillo wants him to attack the basket. Great student section here at Minders.
Yeah, great atmosphere.
Beard tries a 3 ball from the top of the key, rolls out, and Clements had the rebound knocked away by Battle, but Anglin got it. Now it's blocked by Haas. Bounce pass to Caraher. Double clutch, no. Gets his own rebound, though. Finds Quentin Battle wide open for 3. No.
Hunter's really battling inside.
And here comes Beard the other way. Gets it out to Moynihan for a 3. And that's no good. And boy, the shooting's really cooled off, and we got a foul on Haas underneath. His second.
I don't know who that was. Was that on Haas or Battle? They didn't put the numbers up. Minders is small, obviously. That's one place to obviously miss Jake Mean right now.
Clement spins, not open. Get it out top to Moynihan. Fresh shot clock. Clements drives with a running left-hander, and there he goes. Obviously loves to go to his left, loves that soft left-handed hook. And maybe that'll get him going as the lead's down to 4. 25 seconds to go. Minders can hold for 1. Shot clock's still on, but it's a tiny difference, less than a second with the game clock. 15 to shoot for Minders. And they get it in the hands of Quentin Battle. Had an open 3 there. Instead, penetrates. Drives. Drew the contact. Almost got the bucket. Yeah, absolutely.
Strong move. I like it.
Looks like they got Anglin with a foul. So 6.1 left. 46-42. 4-point Minders lead. Looking to extend on that lead into the fourth quarter.
Minders with fouls to give here if they need to.
And the first free throw by Battle's good. Let's get a good look at the students here at Mynderse. 13 on the night for Battle. 5-point lead, could be 6. And it is. Now rebounding underneath his own basket. Here comes Newark with 5 to shoot. Almost throws it away. Peters has it with 2 to shoot. Gets it to Clements. Gets it off. Oh, and in and out.
Not a bad look.
Not a bad look at all. Just beat the buzzer. So what a ball game we have in Seneca Falls. It's a wonderful life. It's a wonderful game. 48-42. We'll be back with the final quarter of basketball here on FingerLakes1.com.
This is Eli, and these are his 2 older brothers, Sam and Justin.
Say good luck, Eli.
They just had a great idea.
Go! Go, go, go! Watch out!
Accidents can happen to us all. Applying TheraScar immediately can help erase those memories one scar at a time.
Good luck to all of our student athletes this high school sports season.
Find the partner you've been looking for. Welcome to Generations Bank.
And welcome back to Arthur L. Baker and Verk. There's a couple of girls on our soccer team, our daughter's soccer team that we like to coach. That's Sophie Meeks and Haley Mosch.
Yep. Taking in some of that live action here.
And another thing we love about high school basketball, just the community aspect. You come out to a game on a Friday night, you see a lot of friendly faces, you enjoy a good game, go downtown and have something to eat after. Battle for 3.
Not bad luck. See, I think I come back in with Maine right now. He's got 3, you know.
Yeah, unless there's some, disciplinary type of benching due to that. But, who was it? Coach Fields used to
you
for
wouldn't
Minders?
start the next game, but I don't
right.
know if he sat you for the game that's going on.
Well, remember,
And he deserved it, but it wasn't it wasn't that egregious.
Coach Michael at East Rochester last year in the sectional semifinal game that they won. His senior, Colin McDermott, had a technical, and he doesn't play. He came out and didn't play again. Team rule. Logan Moynihan from downtown.
2 big threes. Just when I said Newark, didn't have any other shooters, he stepped up and hit 2 big threes.
Moynihan providing the bulk of the offense in the second half here. It's his second 3.
Hunter Haas.
Nice little hook, baby hook from Hunter Haas.
Nice move. He's a lefty, too, and that was with his right. Turned right over his left shoulder. Beautiful.
It's Moynihan, Peters, Beard, Anglin, and Clements. Wide open to Moynihan. He's got the hot hand. And the big treat gets that rebound over the head of Battle. He's double teamed in the corner, but gets it out. Another skip to Peters. Drives baseline, pulls up, misses. Ooh, that looked like it went off of Clements, didn't it? He's right in front of him.
Tough call there.
Yeah. 50-50.
Should have had it. You had it right there.
But Clemens with a couple offensive, that's not a rebound, but keeps it alive twice and keeps the ball here with Newark. On this possession, down 5, 6:25 to go. Sharp was open. Instead they get it to Moynihan. And Sharp with a bounce pass to Beard. Skips it to Moynihan. Entry to Clements. Double teamed. Moynihan tries a 3. That's off. Air ball. Pulled down by Battle. Here comes Minders the other way.
Pass.
Up ahead to Brett Anderson. Left-handed layup. Off the glass and good. Minders thought they had the steal there, but instead they flagged Jones with his first foul of the ball game.
Mynderse can get down the court quick. You know, they're quick. They are fast, especially with the lineup they have in right now.
Both these teams love to push it. So Moynihan cooled off a little bit after hitting 2 threes. Double team, spins out of it, finds Beard, drives, up and under, and it rolls out, and Beard's struggling taking it to the hole tonight. Moynihan with a pump fake, and he misses. Big rebound by Coles. Oh, there they go. Late whistle.
Couldn't really see it. Is that Battle?
Yep, that one's on Quentin Battle.
I don't know. Unless Means out for the rest of the game, you got to get him in there. They're getting, having a tough time getting a rebound right now.
Coles misses his free throw.
Yeah, he's obviously not a shooter. He doesn't really even look to score the ball that much, and that was not pretty.
The second one off too, and nice rebound by Brett Anderson.
Brett does a great job on the boards for being, a smaller guard. There's
Jones. No. There's a nice rebound by Clements. As Jake Mean continues to set. 5:20 to go, final quarter, and Beard finally gets one to go, taking it to the hole. His first points, his 2 free throws in the first quarter, and big ones as we're back to 5 again. It seems like it's been right around that 5 mark.
Yeah, that's Beard. Great drive there. I think he's going to try to put this team on his shoulders the rest of the way going in. Clement's not really doing a whole lot, so I think he's going to look to take over.
Visit Red's Place, serving great lunches and dinners daily in downtown Seneca Falls. Awesome daily specials, homemade soups, and the best burgers and wings in Seneca County. Visit menshalloffame.com or check out Red's Place on Facebook for their full menu. And Finger Lakes Construction is the #1 post frame builder in New York State, providing complete building packages for a wide range of construction, including personal garages, commercial office complexes, municipal, equestrian, agricultural, dairy facilities, pole barns, and more. Visit them online at fingerlakesconstruction.com. Full court pressure coming here for Newark.
Yeah, I like it.
They get it into Anderson. Back to Battle.
Too many ball handlers, though.
Yep.
I don't mind the pressure, though. Just you don't want to give a layup out of it, obviously.
Kerr, Anderson, Host. Battle and Jones for Minders. And Battle swings free. Bullet pass to Jones. Nice catch by Jake. He's working on Brian Sharp now. He's double teamed. In a little trouble. Gets it to Kerr.
Yep.
Now Jones step backs for a 3 and bang! Huge shot for Jones.
Tough one. Toughest shot he had all night.
And now Coles goes to the basket, and they got a charge. It was Quentin Battle drawing it.
Put his head down, just drove in there. He's a little frustrated too, I think, at this point.
Here we get a look at that step back 3 from Jake Jones. Over Sharp. Rainbow.
I don't think Mynderse was in great position there, but Coles just kind of put his head down and was determined to go to the basket on that one.
And that's Coles' 3rd foul of the ball game. And the lead is 8 with 4:30 to go here in the 4th quarter.
There it is. Oh, yeah.
Yep. Tried to split the two defenders.
I think 2 guys took a charge on that one.
So these times, the last 3 times these teams have played in Newark on January 20th of 2015, Newark pulled away 76-45. There's some of the guys on that team there. There's Liam Carraher. There's Bobby Bachman. And then last December 11th, almost a year ago today, 2 days from a year ago today, Mynderse won 60-52. It was tied after 3 that night. And then in January at Newark, 64-45, Newark wins easily.
Oh.
Boy, tough break there for Battle.
Good move, just didn't finish it. Great move, though.
Sharp was open for a second. Beard fouled him a little late. Back to Beard now. Swings it to Sanders.
He traveled.
And Sanders not afraid to shoot, but he hits the baseline jumper. And we're back to 6.
Good move, used his strength there. I thought he got away with a walk early, though.
Under 4 minutes to go here in the ball game.
I think Quentin can go by Saunders, too, whenever he wants.
He's got the ball in the corner now. Finds Haas, who tries a three. Yes!
Hunter Haas, 2 big buckets here in the fourth. Beard out of control.
Quick. Great save by Anderson to Jones. Everybody was watching. Brett went and got it.
Haas.
9-point lead.
Oh,
Thought
good
Haas was
maturity there by
yeah.
Haas. You know, anybody else I think would have shot that after you just hit one, and you know, but he saw the time, and
Lob pass into Hunter Haas, who finishes. 7 fourth quarter points for Haas.
it's great for him. He works hard. He's played with us a few times, and he's a great
Sharp
kid.
wide open from the corner. Too hard. Clements comes down with it. One dribble, left hand kiss. And timeout Newark. So big rebound and finish by Clements to stem the tie. Now Jake Mean on the court to congratulate Haas.
You know, and it's you know, I give Nick CI credit if he is, you know, obviously bench Mean for the technical.
Sure.
And maybe a good lesson for him. You know, he's a good kid. He just gets his emotions get carried away a little bit.
Emotional player.
And you know, maybe sitting out the end of this game, you know, it's not. Hopefully, it doesn't come back to bite him. But you know, it could be a good lesson for him.
Give me a chance to tell you about Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items and everything from burgers, salad bar, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Check out their menu at pennysplacerestaurant.com.
And, you know, I think this is kind of what we expected from Mynderse this year. You know, early on in the first quarter, you saw Devin Anderson kind of take over. They got different guys who can step up at different times. You know, I don't know if we expected Hunter Haas to score, you know, last 7 points for Mynderse, but, you know, he's been great.
It's a 9-point lead now for the Blue Devils with 2:50 to go, and they have the basketball 90 feet away. Full court pressure coming from the Reds.
Now they took him out.
Mynderse going small. As Devin Anderson checks back in. Oh, it's going to be Jones was wide open.
No, you got to run clock.
Right, smart. 9-point lead, don't need the shot, but he takes it and he makes it. 10 second half points for Jake Jones.
Another tough shot, you know, lefty.
And we got a foul on the ground here. Looks like we're going to get Anderson.
Yeah.
Kellen.
So now you might want to go bigger. There you go.
Haas coming back in the game for Anderson. As it certainly appears Jake Mean's night's done.
Yep.
Out top to Moynihan. Moynihan, Beard, Sharp, and there's Beard for 3. Huge shot for Nate Beard. Keeps him in it. 8-point lead now.
Blowing through his timeouts here. You know, I guess you got to take them, but you might want to. I think he's got one left. Obviously, he's probably going to want to hold on to that one for a little bit. But huge shot there. Really, you know, kept Newark in the game here for the time being.
2:18 left to play. 62-54, 8-point lead.
And you know, and Mynderse has a lot of timeouts. They can go small here, score, call timeout, get the big guys back in and play some defense.
Great work by the Mynderse Academy cheerleaders. Love seeing the cheerleaders at the game. You don't always see the cheerleaders anymore at games, but it adds huge to the atmosphere.
There's no away cheerleaders here. I don't think they travel anymore.
Right.
Is that the case?
Yeah, I think it's an expense item.
But yeah, we got a full crew over there, and they, you know, I remember playing. They're always a big part of the team, and you know, getting the crowd into it. And
yep. So Newark comes back with Sharp, Moynihan, Beard, Saunders, and Clements. For Mynderse, it's Battle, Caraher, Jones, Anderson, and Haas. Check out Weber this week on Monday morning at 9:30. Jeff Babinski, general manager at Del Lago, will be in studio. They're opening up Verk in about a month and a half. And we'll have the general manager on the couch with the Web Dog. This coming Monday at 9:30. Steal! Moynihan ahead. Might have carried it. Instead gets the layup. big turn of events, down to 6. And Moynihan having a nice ball game.
Yeah, that's
13 on the night.
you know, one thing Kellen Carr doesn't do is turn the ball over. That's probably the first turnover he's had all year, and it was a big one.
Battle hands it to Jones. 1:40 to go, and it looks like a jump ball. No! Sharps rips it from Jones. And now he drives the lane. Right-handed runner, no good.
Good board.
Nice rebound by Kellen Carr.
Minders could use a timeout here, maybe. Settle down.
Jones tries to get it to Anderson and does, and now they'll settle it down with 1:20 to go and a 6-point lead. You almost don't need to shoot if you're Minders.
Timeout. Yeah, so they could take this under a minute. You know, in worst case scenario, you know, Newark's ball up 6 with less than a minute to go if Minders doesn't score here. Obviously, you know, Minders in firm control. You know, Newark's going to play this out here. But Minders gets a hoop here. Newark's going to have to start fouling.
So we get a look at the wall here at Minders. You get fans love to get on the wall. There's Tim Jones, that's Jake Jones' dad with the black hat, talking to a couple local luminaries. Tree Felber and Bob Bachman. So
been a great game. You know, high intensity, very physical. You know, pretty well played throughout. Maybe not the greatest shooting night for both teams, but you know, both teams have battled hard. Really impressed with both teams. You know, I think coming in, we didn't really know what to think, given some early season results. Newark losing the first 2 to a very good team, and Minders kind of rolling through some lesser competition. But
Newark looking to go to 0-3 here to start the season. Now, last year they had a similar start because Coach Averill really challenges them early. Won a sectional title, so it's not certainly way too early to be too concerned about that. But 62-56, 1:20 to go. Battle trouble getting it in, finds Anderson. 23 to shoot. He almost loses it, gets it back. Now Battle finds a wide open Kerr.
Nice pass, good finish.
And another timeout on the floor. Great vision by Battle to find Kerr wide open.
Yeah, easy. You know, they left him. It was, you know, it was a good pass, but he was wide open.
And there's former Mynderse Academy longtime principal, 30 years.
Yeah, there's a Minders legend for you right there.
Tony Ferrara.
High school principal for many, many years. And Scott Grove, the trainer. He, you know, you see him at most of the home events here, and he does a great job. He's a physical therapist. And,
more Minders legends.
Yeah, Deco Paradise, Mr. Carasillo.
Also
Bob
a former
Guy.
principal. Right. And there's Coach Dave Baker, member of the Minders Athletic Hall of Fame, is a lifetime contributor as a youth coach.
Coached, you know, my wife talks about him a lot. He, you know, growing up, she, you know, coached softball, basketball, you name it, he was out there. Still involved with the rec center very in a big way, always reffing, helping out with scrimmages up here.
So the lead is 8. Just over a minute to go. They have trouble getting across.
I like the pressure from Minders. Make them run some clock. But, you know, Minders like Syracuse. 2-3 zone all the way.
Yeah. Sharp has a chance at a look and say drives, pulls up, air ball, rebound by Saunders. Clements gets it back again, can't score it. Saunders up, a Haas comes down with it.
Big board.
Up ahead to Jake Jones. And they'll slow it down. 48 seconds left to go, and Newark's going to have to foul.
Yeah, now.
But they don't. More time running. Jones in the corner, drives baseline. Layup is no good, but he's fouled.
I think that's a mistake by Newark there. You know, kind of up, you know, 50, 60 seconds ago, I put him on the foul line. You know, but I guess once you got down inside with, you know, 15 seconds on the shot clock, then you play it out. But
neither team's shooting good from the charity
stripe.
Yeah,
I'm not afraid to, you know, extend the game out a little bit, give the quick foul.
So Jones, first free throw is good.
Nice. Jones had a nice second half, too. He was really quiet in the first half. Kind of struggled a little bit the last couple games, but
11 second half points.
You know,
14 on the night.
I thought that step back three he had was a big shot in the game. Had a couple. You know, he's a big shot maker, And
underrated defensively in
came through
terms of
tonight.
anticipation. Gets a lot of steals, steps into the passing lane.
Yeah, he does a great job of that. You know, and maybe not the quickest kid in the world, but he does a good job, like you said, anticipating, and he just makes big shots.
Misses a second shot and foul. Not a smart play there.
No, puts him on the line. Unbelievable.
So no time runs off the clock. And Logan Moynihan will go to the
Really
free throw
couldn't,
line.
I think, I'm sure Jake realizes it's not a smart thing to do at this stage of the game.
So the lead's 9, 36.8 seconds to go. 2 free throw, 1 and 1 from Logan Moynihan. Big free throw coming here. In and out, big rebound by Saunders though, puts it back. Coach Avrilla wanted a timeout, didn't get it. He wants him to foul, but they're not. And Battle dribbles it out of bounds, loses it. Hunter Hoslow keeps it alive. Still loose, out of bounds, stays with Minders.
Minders, just pull the ball out. Where are you going?
There's 22 seconds left, you're up 7.
Right, pull the ball out.
Make him foul you.
And down here, I would have put a couple big guys in to get the rebound. You know,
Yeah.
anticipating the miss maybe. Get some big guys in there. Get the ball. Call timeout if you don't want them shooting. You got plenty of timeouts.
Haas with another big rebound, having a great second half. Trouble getting it in. Timeout Minders. So 22 seconds left to go. Minders basketball underneath their own basket with a 7-point lead. And, last year Minders handled Newark early in the season. December 11th, went to Newark and got blown out. Didn't win the league. Newark's won a share of the league last 3 years.
Yeah, and Minders kind of struggled, as I recall, down the stretch a little bit last year. I think they had a loss to Wayne. Maybe. Because we were anticipating a big matchup, and it just never came to fruition because Minders had some unexpected losses. But this is a team. I think their goal obviously is to win the league. Number one, come out and win this league. They haven't done it in a few years, and a lot of some of these seniors. Brett Anderson's going to be a 4-year starter. Has never won the league. And, I'm sure that would be big for him. Then after you do that, obviously you start preparing for sectionals.
So here we go, 22 seconds to go. Kellen Carher inbounding underneath his own basket. Gets it into Jones. And he's fouled. Shot clock's off. So now Jones will go back to the free throw line where he just made 1 or 2.
Yeah, and Minders will take that at this point. Get 1 out of 2 here, and obviously don't commit a foul. They're going to run. You're going to be looking at 10 seconds to go here.
So nobody on the line for Minders. Jones' first one is up and no good. As Haas now checks back into the game for Carraher.
19.5 to go. Minders up 7.
Do you agree with not having anybody on the line just to prevent the foul, or you can?
I don't mind putting them there, but obviously I know not to foul because sometimes you might get a funny rebound. Put one guy in there, maybe pressure him. I would push up here and pressure the ball so they can't, so they can't bring it up.
Jones
like right
misses
now.
them both. Jones tries to stop the ball. Saunders straight to the hole. Left-handed runner's good. Quick basket.
And that's what you can't give up, 'cause you
down to 5.
Pick them up at the 3-point line. They just scored coast to coast in 14, 4 seconds.
A lot of times, coach will say no fouls. So and then all of a sudden it's just open season straight to the hole. You got to provide some type of resistance there.
Yeah. Obviously you don't want to foul, but you can't. That's 2 things happen in the last few possessions. One, Jake Jones misses a foul shot, commits the foul. Now they just let him go coast to coast in 4 seconds. You gotta, that can't happen. You still got to be aggressive. They call a foul, they call a foul.
So Newark will hope for a steal and a quick basket. If not, get a quick foul. 13.8 seconds to go and a 5-point lead. But what a great night early in the season here for high school basketball. Great atmosphere in the gym. Full house, standing room only.
I haven't been tracking the timeouts, but I would imagine Newark's got to be about out of them. Is that, yeah. So one thing in boys basketball, I believe after a made basket, the clock runs as it is. So Newark's really, Newark's really at a disadvantage. Which I don't agree with that rule. I think the last minute should stop no matter what.
Sure. Bale tries to inbound against full court pressure, gets it to Anderson. That's the guy you want. They don't foul him, or they do get a foul. So 2.3 seconds elapse. 11.5 left now in the ball game. Mynderse still up 5. Brett Anderson going to the line. And again, Mynderse doing this without Jake Mean.
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly what the score was when he went out, but they went on a run. They increased the lead after he went out of the game, which it's got to give them some confidence. Because you remember, he went out, straight missed both free throws, but then came back, they hit a 3 off the possession.
So Anderson can all but ice this with one of these free throws. There it is. Puts him up 6.
Up 6.
One more. Yep, one more. Get it to 7. Second free throw up. No good. Rebounded by Coles. Will have to hurry. 9 seconds. Beard gets it stolen to Hunter Haas to Battle. 3 seconds up ahead to Caraher. He scores it, and that's the ball game. Your Mynderse Blue Devils protect their home court here on It's a Wonderful Life weekend in Seneca Falls. Your final score from Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium, 68-60. We'll be back with your player of the game on the Dr. Rod Littlejohn Smiles with Style postgame show. Stay with us.
Tonight's live broadcast of Section 5 High School basketball is brought to you by Generations Bank. Federal loans not enough to cover the cost of your college education? Learn more about the private student loans available through Generations Bank at mygenbank.com. Dr. Rod Littlejohn Orthodontics, celebrating over 30 years of smiles with style and proud to support our area high school athletes. Therascar by 5 Star Medical. Like a cosmetic surgeon in a bottle, Therascar is the most effective scar therapy product on the market. Finger Lakes Partners Insurance. With offices in Geneva, Victor, and Waterloo. Trust someone who lives in your community. It's a Wonderful Run 5K in Seneca Falls. It's a winter run like no other. Learn more at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Red's Place, serving great lunches daily in downtown Seneca Falls and $1 tacos every Monday night. Ferrara Lumber and Building Supplies. Plan your next kitchen or bathroom remodeling project at ferraralumber.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant. Large portions and home-cooked meals in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Jimmer's Auto in Stever's Garage. Late model cars, trucks, and minivans on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Finger Lakes Construction, building structures for a wide range of applications with state-of-the-art design and flawless execution since 1969. The Omen Theater. Next time you head out to see a movie, make it at the Omen in downtown Lyons. And FingerLakes1.com digital marketing. Building, maintaining, and hosting great websites for local businesses since 1999.
And welcome back inside Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium, Seneca Falls, New York. It's a Wonderful Life weekend here in Bedford Falls, where tonight it was all about high school basketball and a big win for Mynderse, 68-60 over the Newark Reds. And I'm joined here on the Dr. Rod Littlejohn Smiles with Style postgame show by a couple of juniors, right? You guys are both juniors.
Yep.
And
yeah.
I imagine that tonight was kind of a breakout game for both of you guys in front of such a big crowd in a big game. Quentin, you had a huge second quarter, I think it was, 10 points in the second quarter. You finished with 14 overall to help Mynderse pull away. And then Hunter Haas, everybody knows your name after tonight in the second half.
Let's go! 7-0, baby, 7-0, let's go! Let's get it.
You know those guys?
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, yeah, how about it? You really came up big with some big rebounds and shots. You stepped out and hit a three.
Yeah. It's I've been working on that a lot over the off season.
And Quentin, you know, a lot of the offense ran through all night. You know, you had the ball in your hands a lot. And, you know, with this team, you guys have so much talent. It's different guys each night, right?
Yeah.
You know, how do you guys feel about that? You guys willing to defer to the hot hand on one given night? And you know, how's the team chemistry working on this club?
I mean, most definitely, if somebody's hot, then we're going to give them the ball. It doesn't matter if person's not scoring or it's just for the best of the team.
Yeah.
So, Jake Mean got a technical foul. And is that a team rule? Are you going to not come back in the ball game after a technical, or you know, did you guys know he was done?
I mean, we didn't think that coach was going to take him out, but there's got to be some discipline on the team. I mean,
sure.
That was just he should have just kept his cool.
So, you guys take an early lead here in the race for the Finger Lakes East. How much do you know about the other teams in the East? How much do you follow the action across the league?
I mean, I don't really know. I can't really explain
We
that.
follow it pretty well. We know Newark's a big opponent against us, and Wayne's pretty good too. So, and Palmac,
the league's tough.
Yeah.
So great to get this win on your home court. Now you guys will be going back to Newark later this year, and last couple of years hasn't been so good for Mynderse, but you know it's going to be just a string of tough games, you know, in the Finger Lakes East this year.
Mm-hmm.
So Hunter, tell us a little bit about yourself as a player. What do you view your role on this team?
Defense and always hustling.
Yeah, you were working hard. How about you, Quentin?
I mean, I'll come off the bench and I'll just work as hard as I can. I'm not gonna leave anything that I don't want to off the court. I'm just gonna keep on going the whole entire time when I'm on the court, no matter how much time I get or not.
So what does Coach Ciotti tell you guys before a game like this? Do you guys feel like this was going to be a big game?
Oh yeah, most definitely. We knew that Newark was gonna target us. We knew that this was a big game. They played two of the best teams in high school basketball to start out, and they didn't lose by that much, but just us being able to win this game on our court just sends a real message around the league.
Yeah, I agree, honestly. We've talked about it, all summer, really, when we start talking about high school basketball. Mynderse or Newark, and then, I don't know if you guys saw our FL1 Sports Power Ranking poll that had Newark 1 and Mynderse 2.
Yeah.
I mean, does that motivate you?
Yeah. Oh, most definitely.
Because I know who's going to be number one on Sunday. So, great win. Now, you guys, what about for the weekend here in Seneca Falls? You guys running the 5K? You do anything for the festival?
I mean, I'll come and watch. I'm not big on running.
Yeah.
You did enough running tonight, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, hey, I want to congratulate you guys both on a
Thank
big
you.
win and, great individual performances.
Thank
you guys really strong contributors to the win. And, we'll see if we can maybe get Verk back in here and wrap it up. So, get in there with your team.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Good job, fellas.
Thank you.
Yeah. So great job. A couple of juniors. Love talking to the high school kids after a great performance, and you saw the whole team kind of come over and congratulate him. So it's great to see that. Great to see the support within the team. And, Verk, this game really was everything we hoped it would be, and it really, answered a lot of questions early for us. We've always said Mynderse is really deep. That's one of their strengths. Well, tonight they showed it. We didn't expect to necessarily have Hunter Haas on the post-game show and Quentin Battle.
Two kids who didn't start the game.
Right.
So I think, obviously these guys play pickup with me.
Yeah.
Something that we've talked about all year is that they're deep. And, he's kind of shortened the bench a little bit. I mean, they got some kids on that bench who didn't really play tonight who are pretty good. But, when you can bring a Hunter Haas or a Quentin Battle, they start for every other team in the Finger Lakes East probably. And, they're both solid. And big contributors tonight, along with the kids who started the game, and and I thought a big thing tonight was you take Jake Mean out. I don't know 5-6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and they increased the lead.
Right.
And I think that's got to be a confidence builder. Hopefully it gets gets Jake's attention a little bit, and that not that he did anything terrible tonight or anything like that,
yeah.
but Coach Ciotti stuck to his guns, kept him on the bench, and it paid off. And I think this is just a great win for Mynderse moving forward. And Newark's going to bounce back. Mynderse is going to have to go to Newark, and that's a tough place to play. Mynderse has struggled up there in years past, so sets up a big showdown later on. Obviously, Wayne, Palmac, Mid-Lakes, they're all going to have something to say with the league title too. But, a big win for Mynderse tonight. Not coming in, I had no idea what to expect.
Sure.
And, I thought the game was super physical. I thought the refs did a pretty decent job. But Mynderse responded tonight.
What does Newark have to do going forward?
I think they'll be fine. I think the big guy, Clemens, needs to maybe get the ball a little bit more. Mm-hmm. He was kind of a non-factor tonight against a small Mynderse team. I think he needs to get on the block and go to work down there. They, Newark's going to be good. Beard showed me a lot. Obviously, they can shoot the ball with Sharp. I think they just need to get maybe that a little more scoring from some other places. But, overall, I was impressed with Newark, too. Just Mynderse hit more shots than they did tonight.
So, run down the scoring here for you. Brian Sharp led the way for Newark with 15 points on 4 3-pointers. 13 points from Logan Moynihan, 12 from DeAndre Saunders, 8 from Clements, 7 from Nate Beard, 3 for Jaden Peters. For Mynderse, Quentin Battle had 14 points, and I'm adding these up as we go. Brett Anderson had 8, Kellen Caraher with 5, just 7 for Jake Mean, 0 points in the second half. Of course, he didn't play a lot of the second half. 5 for Devin Anderson, all in the first quarter. Jake Jones finishes with his season high of 14 points. And Hunter Haas, 7 big points all in the fourth quarter. And he was really excited, Verk.
Yeah, like I said before, he's a kid who shows up, he works hard, and he hasn't really had the greatest start to the season maybe, but he's a contributor in every game. And tonight hit some big shots. And, a very humble kid, and you like to see a kid like that have a game like he did tonight.
Right.
Hitting some big shots. And without a doubt, those two, it's the biggest game either one of them's ever played in with the Mynderse basketball uniform on. Mm-hmm. And both played really well. I thought Quentin Battle did a great job. He was strong with the ball. He showed the ability to get by his defender, finish at the rim, hit a couple threes. All things that you like to see. And he struggled at times this year too, so it was nice to see him in a big game step up and play well tonight.
Well, great working with you, partner.
You too, Jimmy.
And certainly hope everybody gets downtown here in Seneca Falls. Come into town. It's a Wonderful Life weekend, all weekend long. Great basketball game here to start the season. Join me on the Upstate Hoops podcast Sunday night, where we'll recap the whole week of action. And so from Seneca Falls, and for our whole production team, our producer Jason Hunt, Ryan Sowards, and Jeremy Hunt on cameras, my partner Matt Verkey, I'm Jim Sinicropi. Happy holidays and good night.